Pretty good.
Sure, they were all alive then.
No, I'm sign in. This is 93. That's actually.
What are you doing all your time?
Is there another pair? I went to take the pack in here.
My son used to
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was Go wave at the birdie. Good job.
this guy.
Hi, Tony. Hi.
And who is in Calitri? Well, we feel sorry for you, but thank God you're married to Calitri. As they say in Italian, chi è più bello in Calitri? Now the Calitri. If you don't know what that means, who's better than Calitri? Another Calitri. All I can say is thank God my father didn't miss that boat come from it. Who the hell want to be looking then he goes to Calitri? You know, a lot of you people don't know this, but University of Calitri has one of the greatest football teams in all of Italy. They're undefeated now in our 15th season. Notre Dame don't even want to play them. Nobody even knew that, did they?
She don't look like a mush, does she?
Can you tell by looking? This is my husband, Alan.
Hi. How are you?
Time out. Remember, once we passed away the past year, and our families that left the great country in Italy, come to the new country here in the United States of America. We want to thank them. Just think of yourself, leaving this here country and going, say, to Japan, you don't even know the language. We have a lot to be proud of our parents, because if it wasn't for them, we'd never be here today. We all know that. And God bless them all, and I'd like to have a little prayer. God, our Creator and Redeemer, by your power, Christ conquered death and returned in glory. May all your people who have gone before us in faith share his victory and enjoy the vision of your glory forever. For Christ lives and reigns with you and the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. And in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Bless us, O Lord, these thy gifts that we are about to receive from thy body through Christ our Lord. Amen. And bon appetit, tutta Calitrani, and thank you for your kind attention. I know we all have big mouths of the Calitrani people. I have one of the biggest. That's why they picked me for this job. They gave me this thing, it didn't mean a darn thing because you didn't hear me with it. So one thing about the Enrico family, we are loud and clear. Anything else I don't know. My father told me, and not only that, he also told me you were related to Jimmy Metallo, the Metallo family.
I am very happy and exhilarated, actually, to be here to break bread with you on this, your Calitrani Day. I happen to be, if you don't know it, I happen to be 85 years old. I don't look it. At least the women tell me that. And I was 1 year old when my father came from Italy. We transported and we docked at Philadelphia. From Philadelphia we went to Lackawanna Avenue where my grandmother and my aunt lived. And that's where my father started his little business as a shoemaker. I want you to understand that. And we're very proud of that fact that I come from a family of people that have been engaged in business for many, many years. I happen to be a lawyer. My son is a lawyer, and as you know, and many here of you know Ernie Priet Jr., the Attorney General of Pennsylvania. And you should be, I am very proud, and to know that many people in Pennsylvania are proud of the fact that we have the first Italian as Attorney General of Pennsylvania. And it happens to be Calitrani. I'm happy to break bread with you. It's the first time I came here, and I assure you that as long as I live, I will come up here to visit with you every year. I want you to hear just one word from my granddaughter. This is Ernie's daughter. She'd like to say, get over here!
I don't give speeches. I just want to thank you for having myself and my grandfather here. My dad's in Pittsburgh today, or else I'm sure he would want to be here. We told him we were coming, and he sends his regards. And look for him in 1994 because he's probably running for governor. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I don't know whether you know it or not, and I don't know whether or not Mr. Pied has ever been paid for incorporating the Calitrani Club yet. It only goes back about 60 years. Did you ever get paid, Ernie? You got paid?
I don't know.
No, I think it was a charity job. You remember that?
That's right. Well, I remember way back.
Remember starting the Calitrani Club?
You bet.
So when you go back about 60 years, and it's where most of us had one hell of a good time for many years. Right, Joe? Many of more the game was played there.
You know, one of the other things, I'm so happy that there are so many people, I have so many people that have come in contact with me. Particularly, I'm happy to note the Callies and the famous Brunetti supermarket, where I didn't realize it. My nurse, my wife's nurse, goes up from Old Forge to buy at Brunetti's, and I never knew that he was a Calitrani.
Something else you didn't know, he's my first cousin. And bon appetit to Juan, and God bless each and every one of you.
What I remember about the Calitrani days, when I was a kid, we had them at Music Lake and Lake Ariel. And they were a great day. They had all different events for the kids. We had races, the three-legged race, and all the normal things, throwing the eggs. And I always remember the greased pig. Now, my brothers and I, and a few more boys, the last one we ran, I can't remember the exact year, but I think it was the late 60s. And it was at Jimmy Metallo's farm. And we had a greased pig up there, and it was the funniest thing in the world. The poor pig wouldn't move because he was scared to death. He didn't know what the heck was going on. And it was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. But a lot of the older ones will remember about going to Lake Ariel and Music Lake, and some of them were held at Rocky Glen. Now all these places are all gone for years. Music Lake was the first one to shut down, which now it's all private up there. But they used to have a big pavilion, which a lot of people don't remember, and they had a few rides up there. And we used to have a great time. And used to have to run the old railroad used to run up on that. Like more or less it was, I think it was electric streetcar really that ran up there. So who didn't have a car were able to use the transportation of the electric rail. Now then there was also the Rocky Glen Park. They used to have the old Laurel Line Railroad. And who didn't have cars in those days? Used to go down to Scranton on a streetcar to the city of Scranton and pick up the Laurel Line Railroad to the Rocky Glen Park. And Lake Ariel, they used to have the old railroad used to run up there. The Erie Rail used to call it Gravity Line. And the railroad used to run up to Lake Ariel, and I remember riding up there. Like if my father was on a committee, he was gone, and we used to take the train up to Lake Ariel years ago. I was only a little kid. Now there's a picture we have that on the first Calitrani days, and I see my grandfather, his name was Connie Opalantonio, was in the picture. I don't recognize myself in it. I was trying to find out which one was me, but I really didn't get a good look to follow them all. But I do recognize a lot of the people who were there, which they're dead and gone today. God have mercy on their souls. But Calitrani Day is a great day, and I hope we can continue it on. And this going to be on all the this going to be on all the tapes. Well, if this here is on all the tapes, we'd like to have a poll of all the people to find out how many would like to see this continue on. And that's our main thing. If we don't have enough of people interested, well, we're going to discontinue it. But if everybody's interested, we will continue it on.
Hi, I'm Philly Rico, Canio's wife. It's a pleasure to be among all the Calitrans today here, and I hope that this year continues on every year. As my husband said, he hopes more people would get interested. It's a nice culture, it's a nice belief that we have, and I have a lot of fond memories of years ago since I married into the Irico family. The Calitran people are very proud of their heritage and very proud of where they came from. And I'm also proud to be a part of this outfit today, and I hope it continues. May God bless each and every one of you, and I hope we'll see each other again next year.
This is John Bernetti here, and I can remember when all these Calitrani people were young men, and my father, and I didn't have a grandfather, he stayed in the other country, and they were all hard workers. And they put this theater on at the Garden Theater, Otello, and they had a very, very active club where the men used to meet, play cards, have a few beers, wine. They used to make their own wine, and that's about it.
It's a pleasure to get together with all my old friends and neighbors. The Canarellas, the Nicholases, the Rinaldis, and I can't think of all of them. They are so dear, I haven't seen them in years, and it is a great delight for me to meet them all over again. And it makes me feel young again. And I'm not that young, only in heart.
Okay, who are you?
I'm Connie Hoppel, Canarella. The only thing I remember about Calitran Day was way, way back, the first time they started. We used to go up on the train, and the train used to leave from 3rd Street across from Ricardo. There was a station there, the Erie Station. We used to get on the train and we'd go up to Lake Ariel. That's all I can remember. We'd have our picnic up there, and then I don't remember any more after that.
I was born in Calitri in 1921, and I arrived here later that year, before I was 9 months old. Later that year, before I was 9 years old. But I was asked a question about what I remember, and I brought up the occasion that we used to go to Rocky Glen on the Lorelei. They used to have Italian days in those days. They used to have ethnic days on each Sunday. And so we used to go down to Rocky Glen on Italian Day on the Lorelei. That was the railroad that it was all electric railroad. It had a third rail. They said that if you stepped on that third rail, you'd probably die. And one time I was coming back from a hike, and we had cooked potatoes in the fire, and they were all black. And it started raining, and we took our potatoes, and we started walking back home, and it was drizzling, and I was kind of peeling my potato and not watching where I was going, and I walked over the railroad tracks and stepped on the third rail, and I got a shock. But I'm still here.
I'm Anna Margana Nicholas. Okay. I came to live with my brother, and they held me in Ellis Island for 4 days and nights till my brother found out that the ship was in, and he came to get me in Ellis Island, and he had to say that he could support me, and he was going to send me to school. And then I lived there till I got married. I got married when I was 18 years old, and then I moved to New York, and now I have 5 sons. I think that's enough.
Tujay, yeah. He wasn't always a Calitrani. We just voted him in last week. Instead of voting for the mayor of Dunmore, we voted for Tujay as a Calitrani. And the thing we remember most about all these meetings are the sausage sandwiches. We only got the bun, no sausage. That's how it worked. They have a little shortage of meat. Other than that, everything's terrific. The weather's fine, the people are good, and they're all retired and they're all millionaires. That's why we come to see if we can get a loan. Thank you.
Is that true, Tujay?
Whatever it says, I can't back it up.
That's the truth.
Full blooded Calitrani. I remember the old days. We used to take the Erie train. We used to call, what do we call the Erie train? We used to go to Lake Ariel and have Calitran Day in them days. We also had it at Rocky Glen, but I miss all the old timers. They were great days, and I wish they were here now.
You're happy to see them start up again, right?
Right. But I really miss the old days. Thank you. They talking of Rockers, but today he lost his voice. Hey, next time we'll catch him. Okay, thank you.
Hello, my name is Rosemary DeMayo Fariel. We want to welcome all Calitrans, and we want to welcome all of those who had the good sense to marry Calitrans to this wonderful Calitrani Day. And who the hell is this behind me?
Oh, what a time we're having.
Oh, we're having a great time.
Great day.
And if you all behave yourself, we'll do it again next year. Thank you. You enjoying
I gained
it?
2 pounds already.
Oh, that's all. I hope this is shot from the hips up. That's all I can say. Thank you very much. Yes?
My name is Bernardino Sandoro. Key name is Chardonnay.
He's the one that made the cookies.
So, I came here in 1955.
He brought the cookies.
And I work in a First National Store bakery.
Put the microphone.
Tell us about Calitri.
So, I came from Calitri. But this is the original cookies we make over there. And in Calitri. Calitri is the south province of Avellino. And the part of we are zone di Puglia. So I came here and we started making cookies. I am very glad to be here at this Calitrani Day. I never be here, but my cousin, they brought me over here to show all of those new people.
Hi, I'm Grace Rinaldi Cocha, and my mother was Maria Antonia Martinelli, and she came from Calitri. She came to America in 1921, and 6 months later she married my father, Jimmy Rinaldi. Now, I remember as a little girl going to Rocky Glen. We used to go down on the Loreline, and the day before we would go, we would do a lot of cooking because we were going to go for Calitran Day. We were going to see all the paisans. I don't remember too much about it because I was only a little girl then, but I remember now we're getting all this together and it's terrific. Brings back a lot of memories, and we're seeing all these people. I saw people today I didn't see in 50 years. Of course, I'm only 39, but we had a good time. If you can come next year or whenever we have it again, please come because this is a terrific event.
And you're the official historian, right?
And I'm kind of considered the historian because I have a good memory, like my poor mother, God bless her, she had a terrific memory. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
My name is Ben Montalbano. My mother, the Calitranis are on my mother's side. The Sicilians are on my father's side.
What's your favorite memory of the old Calitran days?
The greased pig contest that didn't work. The greased pig contest that didn't work.
How long ago was that?
About 25 years ago, was it? Well, I think I was still in college.
Did you win or lose?
I didn't even go near the pig. You know, all I wanted to do was roast it and have porchetta. Every time I see a pig, it's porchetta. They put grease on the pig, and they was hoping that this pig would run around. But what happened was the pig just stood there and smiled at him, and they never caught the pig.
Nobody won.
Nobody won. They didn't even have a contest. The pig just stood there. He wouldn't run. I don't know what they did, but I think the porchetta, it was porchetta the next day.
My name is Joseph DiMeo.
Okay, what's your favorite memories about the old Calitrani days?
My favorite memories of the old Calitrani day are going up to Lake Erie with an engine and a boxcar filled with all kind of foods and all kind of drinks, and what a great time we had. was one of the best times I remember in all my life.
And you're happy to see it get together again, right?
Oh, I'm so happy to see so many people that I didn't recognize, and now I know who they are.
Okay, Tony, I remember the old Calitri day at Metallo's Grove. And I remember, aside from the grease pig that Weeks brought up, I remember the pie throwing contest. And how I remember that was Mr. Pasqualicchio. He was trying to get into it, and we were telling me that was only for the kids and not him. I remember that so well.
Are you happy to see everyone get together again, or what?
Oh, yes. I think this is terrific.
Anything else?
Nothing else, Tony.
FDC, man. Full-blooded Calitri.
For what?
Full-blooded Calitri.
Okay.
I'm Jim Nicholas. I'm here at good old Calitrani Day. The thing I remember most about the old days is the good old motor games and the good old cold beer. Nothing like it. We used to go home half-faced.
You're full of shit.
Mike, don't you talk like that. We're on.
Oh, you're on the air.
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, I didn't know it.
Talk like that.
Shut up, you ugly bastard. Visit Sherelle's Jewelry. The big name prices away.
What else do you remember, Bing? What else do you remember?
What else do I remember? But these guys interrupting, I don't know what to remember.
The gasoline buggy rides.
The gasoline buggy rides?
Out of Dunmore to Lake Erie for Calitrani.
Okay.
How about your father, Sally?
They were the nicest people in the world.
All right.
My father had a barber shop on Chestnut Street. My Uncle Frank had a bar, right?
And you were the shoe shine
We
boy.
won't say anything else about that.
What?
We won't say anything else about the bar. Well, we lived right off of Chestnut Street in Dunmore, and we were very poor. It was during the Depression. The streets weren't paved, and Salvatore was the huckster. We used to buy all our fruit and vegetables off him. And my Uncle Frank had a bar down the corner, Jimmy DeBell's grocery store, and Mecca's pharmacy, and just a real nice neighborhood, nice people.
I'm Jim Nicholas. I'm up here on the good old top of the hill, enjoying Calitrani Day. It reminds me of the old days. And I think I still see some of the old Calitrani Day hats are out there.
What's the best part? The motorsports, whatever you were saying?
What was that?
What's your favorite part about the old days?
Oh, the good old motor game.
What's that?
Motor, the game you play with your fingers. Say ye, say thee, that's it. You know, try to outfox the other guys.
What about the pig contest? The greased pig.
The greased pig? Well, I don't know. I never caught up with him yet. The good old greased pig. Mike, I don't know. There's a lot of guys here. You ought to get in this thing. The Frischettis are here from Hartford. The Smafutas are here from Hartford. And they're enjoying it all. They can't get over the Dunmore people.
Sing something.
And Louis out there trying like hell to get some of you guys to buy some stock.
He's gonna go around.
What'd you say your last name was?
Tony Sanso. S-A-N-S-O-N-E.
I've heard that name, I think.
Yeah. Glad it turned out to be nice.
Yeah, I am too.
The official 93 Calitrani committee here, and you're the reason why we're all here. Could you explain why you decided to get it back together again?
Very.
When did Calitrani Day start?
Well, Calitrani Day, it started way back, I think in 1933, was that it?
We were only about 2 months old.
Oh, excuse me. Now the whole damn world knows my age, but that's okay. It started way back when our parents all came here from Calitri, and they formed a little society, and this was their annual celebration. It was held annually from the 30s, so I think the last one was 1960, and then people start moving away, people got older and what have you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, who died, who didn't die. And so we decided last year, we've been talking about for a number of years, to have a Calitrani Day reunion. Basically what it is, it's a reunion of all of us who went to these things when we were little children. It's like 150 first cousins getting together.
Whose idea was it, Rosemary, to get everyone back together?
Hey, it was my idea. Hey, you forgot, what's his name? Who? Well, as a matter of there were two of us. There was myself, and what was his name? Jimmy Margada, the Bacamor, who unfortunately died before a reunion last year. He didn't make it. So the moral of the story is if you want to come to the reunion, you better come when we're having it, because who knows. Let me introduce the rest. The rest of the committee will introduce themselves. Give your mother's names. You know, your family name, like DeMayo.
Ann Nicholas, and I was the daughter of James Mamoto. They said Mamoto, right? That's all I know. And now I'm married to Joe Margada. Oh my God! You should hear this. Joe Carbeton. He was formerly from Bunker Hill.
Oh, that's his problem.
My name is Mary Ann Tefera. I am daughter of Joe Margada Lolo, and my grandparents were Lucy and Joseph Margada.
Hi, my name is Jeannie Borgia Margada. My father is Frank Margada. Mabak. Wait a minute now. And my grandparents are Lucy and Joe Margada from Pine Street. And I want to know, where are the Margadas at this Calitrani reunion? And you're here. That's
what we want to know too.
Don't cut that out. Go ahead.
I'm Phil Martinelli Tenti, and my father was Jimmy Providence, they used to call him. My mother was from Providence, Antoinette DeMayo. And we enjoyed this, and we hope we have many more.
Again, I'm Rosemary DeMayo Ferriel. My mother was, what are you waving at? My mother was Vincenza Zarilli. She was from Calitri, and my father was John DeMayo, and he was from Calitri. They were the original, some of the original founding members of the original Calitrani Society. What's your problem? Here she is, your mother. No, I don't think. Just talk.
My name is Antoinette DeMayo Bocchicchio, and my mother's name was Vincenza, and my father's name was Giovanni. And I was to Calitri in 1975, and it's a beautiful town.
My name is Jane Nicholas Cowley. My mom's name was Rose, and my dad's name was John, and they used to call him Chalone. And I'm really and truly very, very happy that we all get together. Last year we were just fumbling. We didn't know what we were doing, but this year it worked out fine. And we want to thank everybody for coming, and it's worth the hard work to see everybody here today. Thank you.
My name is Andy Mayo Gallo. My parents' name were John DeMayo. My mother was Vincenza Zarilli. One of 8 kids, 6 of us living.
Hi, I'm Grace Rinaldi Cocha. My mother was Maria Antonia Martinelli from Calitri, but my father was Viennese, so I'm only a half-breed. And it's terrific getting together with everybody. And if you don't come here, sometime you're missing a good time.
Yes. I guess.
I have grandchildren.
What?
Does he know who you are?
Your grandmother?
29 and children.
No, she's getting old. I'm getting old.
You can't see it, I could.
Go ahead, hit it. No strikes.
Yeah, he gets counted strikes. He's good. That's a strike.
Hit it. Don't throw that bat now.
Strike people up, Papa.
Huh?
I know.
Now let's get a hit.
Come on, Adam.
Keep your eye on the ball. Keep it on the ball. Okay. Keep your eye on the ball. There it is. Go ahead.
Let's go!
Let's get it, Colby. Come on, Colby.
Get it! Hurry!
Slide.
Yeah! Yes, you are. Your name was in the paper. I did. No, yes, it was. What's your name? It was in the one time. I checked everyone. I got nice to me. We're getting ready to make them nice, crispy, crunchy beets of meat. Manja, fatta grassa, figlia mia, fatta grassa.
The dough was kneaded by Catherine Lou. Rico and Lou.
And here comes my mother's blanket. Cover the dough, bless it.
This was made with love
That's
for the
right.
Calitrans.
Love.
This pizza frita is made with love for the Calitrans.
Well, I thought it was just your mother.
Remember when the bishop came from Calitri? The bishop
Yeah, I remember that time.
We had the good time down at the Hotel Casey.
What's your secret there?
Well,
Technique.
it's all in your hands. It's all in your hands.
All the wrist.
It's all in your wrist.
It's all in your head?
No, in your wrist.
She's got, as they would say, las experience, right? Doing it year after year.
I won't have to go get my apron. Grace, I need another box.
No, you don't have to fry. Let's get this flex paper.
Well, until they take some out, we're going to cook them. You want to put that here, do you? Oh, there's here.
Hey, Tony, there's pizza pizza. I draw your sister like cheese. You're really trying to the one star.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait. There's one out.
You want to get that out?
Good job.
Ready? You go over there.
Bye.
Where you go over there?
You're supposed to catch that. I'm just supposed to catch it.
You don't want to
I know.
You want to play? No.
Right. Yes. Watch it doesn't catch it. Yes. Yep.
Adam, wake up.
Adam, wake up.
Come on, Adam. Yeah.
Step back.
Step back.
Oh, man, watch them.
See the egg.
Here. Egg.
Is that on this side?
Another dandy.
Number one.
Number two. TOSS.
Second unit row?
Are they puffing up? Oh, they're puffing up beautiful girls.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Show Tony the seasoning you put in there.
Helen.
Tony, here's the seasoning.
Helen, couple of rounds.
That's delicious.
Have a pizza frita. Hey, the pizza frita bacalao.
Take a picture of that, not me. Get out, close that.
Terrific. Bone in the teeth. Whatever.
Hai visto qua come facevo pizza fritta?
Frita bacalao. Pizza frita bacalao.
Ecco, si mangia l'Italia.
Goes up this little tube, goes around.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, Tony?
Keep them there.
Okay, Tony, yeah. Tony, how they doing?
Halfway done.
Not so good. Okay.
Oh my.
Tony, they there?
Tony, take the cap off.
Here we are. Give her help.
That's good. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, you're done.
There's a bunch of lots over by the highway on the upper side. Yeah, but you don't watch the highway. Yeah, so I don't want it. I didn't want it. That's why. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go, let's have a race. Okay.
Oh, really?
Up around, let's race.
No, the ones before the Take me.
Want you leave? Café too?
No, she's going, yeah.
Hi, Tony. We're enjoying our ride.
Like that.
What? Get that tape in here now. Come on. You missed the big python in the alleyway. There was a big snake in Dunmore.
Oh, he's taking a shot at me taking the balloons down.